Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Sideshow Collectibles 6-scale figure of C-3PO. Here's a little look at the way the package looks on the inside. Now, this is not a particularly new release. It came out about 5 years ago, but it is always for sale on the Sideshow website. And anytime they're having a sale or dishing out coupon codes, the coupon's always good for this. I still feel like it's worth checking out. Now, one thing I noticed about my particular figure right out of the box that's a little disappointing, concerning, is the fact that you can see this little gap here between the edge of his left shoulder and his right shoulder. Just going for a closer look there, you can see, yeah, that gap is not supposed to be there. Now, there was also, 5 years ago, an exclusive version of this. We could pull this arm out and plug in his busted arm socket. So maybe it's related to that. Maybe I'll fiddle around with it. But looking at the rest of the figure and just kind of going over the details, I like this a lot. I think they captured a lot of the designs of 3PO as far as like his general shape, but also the little grimy, dirty bits. Like if you look at his feet here, you could see that he's got dirt. So that's nice. Also just little edges, little highlights, have a little bit of kind of darkened edges there. You can see the oil dripping down along his shoulder. So, yeah, but I don't look at the sculpt of this and I go, oh, well, this is technically weird, this is too long, this is too short, this is too wide. I think they generally did a good job capturing the look of 3PO. I think the head looks freaking fantastic. Very oil drippy, very A New Hope. We'll get to the light up eyes in a moment, but I really do like the shape of the head. So good job to Sideshow for all of that. Also, I think the little mid-torso wiry section looks pretty good. I think the paint on all the wires looks nice and solid, so yay for that. One thing I was not expecting, I didn't realize that he came with articulated fingers. So that's fun. That's also fun. Peace among worlds. I appreciate the fact that the pistons can articulate and move within this little slot right there. Now to get his eyes to light up, you have to push the little spot on the back of his head, but first you have to pull the little tab out from between the batteries. Just make sure when you're pulling his head out, if you buy this, to grip it by the neck and not by the little plastic nubbins or his head. So just tap the back of his head like so. It's very touch sensitive. It's just this little spot back here. The figure comes with a few tiny accessories like this comm link. It also comes with 2 restraining bolts. I presume it came with 2 in case you lose one. They're magnetic and they attach to his chest. But the one thing I find weird is that this one has a flat surface on the back, and this other one that mine came with is missing the little flat surface. I don't know if it's supposed to, or mine's just kind of janky and busted. Also, the figure comes with a little display stand that says Star Wars on the bottom. You just plug in the little arm clip and there's the little crotch grabber right there. I'm happy to report that both of the restraining bolts attach magnetically to the chest. I'm also happy to report that he can grip the comm link quite nicely. I am unhappy to report that this little connector point of the piston hinge broke off shortly after me playing with it. I mean posing it. You can still just slide this piece up and then connect it whenever you get this forearm into whatever position you want. But still, I'm really disappointed that so quickly after getting it, that little section just snapped right off. When this was first released, the deluxe edition with the alternate arm retailed for $230, and I think the regular release was around $220. Now on the website, this is priced at $235, so it has gone up a little bit. But I do think it's a good figure, even at that price point, because you know, a lot of other Sideshow or Hot Toys figures, you're working with a body type and then like a costume that goes over it, and you're just creating like new hands, new costume, new heads, but you have a base to work with. 3PO, you have to build everything from the ground up. So I get the over $200 price point. And the eyes lighting up is a really, really great feature. It reads really, really well, even with this light on. I mean, even with the light off, you just see how much they glow, but you know, even on camera, You can totally see a difference. Articulation on this is pretty good. You get some decent 3PO head tilts, and you know, you don't get a good range of motion with the legs. However, as long as you can get the arms to do that whole Anthony Daniels 3PO arm thing, and you get some good head tilts, I think you're good to go. I really like this release. I think it's fun. Thanks for watching, everybody! Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, and if you want to stay up to date with my latest reviews, or my reviews of kind of older figures, click subscribe. P.S. It took a little bit of twisting, but I did manage to push in that left shoulder into its socket.